Right, now this next drill is a fed ball drill, and actually saw Eric Buderak and Sam Groth doing this at the Miami Open a couple of years ago, where Eric Buderak was sort of midway between the service line and the net, feeding from a low position, and Sam Groth was working on closing and poaching, moving diagonally forward towards the net strap. So key things are when you poach, you want to move towards that net strap and get as close as you can. So you're going to move into position, and you want to then try to get this outside leg out. So you load that leg. That ensures that you start to volley with your leg. So you're going to hit, and then you're going to land after the hit. All right. A lot of times what happens, players will run into position, they plant this foot too early, and then have to swing, end up swinging down, missing into the net, right? We have one target over there right now, just at the feet of where your opponent would be. And generally when you're poaching, you want to hit the ball in the direction where you're moving. Because if you happen to go back behind where you left, you don't hit the ball well enough, you leave the entire court exposed, right? So I'm going to start just behind neutral, so just behind the midpoint between the service line and the net. And I'm going to start to move forward. Alex will feed the ball, and I'm going to look to find the ball with the outside leg. So it may take a little bit of getting used to if you're not used to feeding, but it's a really good way to work on poaching here. Okay, and then you can also see your goal is try to almost be able to touch the net when you're done with the volley. Let's look at another one here. And I can touch the net right there. Now you can also, if you're feeling up for it, you can do what we call that movement triangle, where you look to hit the ball there, and then you work on coming back to your position. So you're going forward, you're cutting across. That was a tough feed. That's all right. It's going to happen. I come back, move forward again, I cut across. See, I'm loading the outside leg and then recovering back that way. So you can always increase the intensity of that drill. But let's take a look at Alex going through it. Right, so I'll give you a feeding perspective. I like to get nice and low for this one. If it's easier, you let the ball bounce, or you can feed it out of the air. If that's too difficult, you can always start in closer as well, and I'll show you that variation. Feeding is a little bit of a skill, but also if you tend to feed the ball too wide, you don't have to run after it. Just be careful. You want to be safe when you do this. Right, here we go. See how Alex is loading the outside leg. He's aiming towards the feet of his opponent, keeping the ball and going in the direction where he's moving. That's it. Nice, Alex. So he goes, drops back. Okay, try a little more turn. There you go. Now, if you want to make it a little more challenging, we'll just keep going, all right? So you're going to come forward, you recover back. As soon as he gets back into position, he comes towards me, move forward towards me, and then cut across. There you go, and then recover back. He's getting his workout in, forward towards me, cut across. He recovers back. We'll do one more for luck, Alex. He thought it was over. Forward towards me, cut across. Whoops, got end on that one. I feel it right at him. Forward, and he cuts across. Sorry. All right. So that's how you can pick up the intensity. Now I'll just show you, if you struggle with that, you can just stand in closer and you can start to move forward early. That way he's just learning to move in diagonal towards the net strap. He's getting a lot of practice doing this. My bad. All right. Don't think he was ready for that one. Let me do one more for you so you can see. Try it again here, Alex. Yeah. And the key is, if you're the person that's poaching or cutting the ball off, you want to start to move before the feeder feeds the ball. Right? If you wait too long, sometimes you won't get to that feed. All right. Now we'll switch it to the other side. We'll move the cones over, and we'll have Alex on that side. All right. So now Alex is in that neutral position. He's gonna firstly cut the angle off here towards me. That's in, recovers back. We'll give him a little time here. Load the outside leg. Good. And actually, to make it more realistic, he can move forward towards me where he's following the ball and then cut across. So come forward, load. Very nice. See how he's keeping that racket head up? It's a very good habit to get into when you're working on your volley. It just ensures that you haven't swung down or done anything extra. Keep the racket up at the end. Very nice, Alex. All right, here we go. So it's forward. That's it. And recover. Forward again. Good. Now we're going to give Alex a little workout. He wasn't expecting this, but we're going to make those legs burn, make those lungs burn. Gets back, recovers, nice forward towards me, cuts across. All right. forward towards me, cut across. Obviously this is a drill, all right? In a normal instance, you maybe just keep going and controlling the point that way. But you can really modify this drill and make it more difficult or slow it down and make it easy. Right, so the other adaptation you can make, and this is an important one too, is we can set up the feed where he doesn't know if I'm going to be feeding cross quarter over the net strap or feeding down the line. So it's just another modification to the drill. I'm going to place a target right here. So if he gets a high ball to his forehand out down the line, he may choose to go between the two players over here, all right? If I hit the ball low and well, then he's going to go back deep down the line, all right? So let's see how Alex, you're going to, let me move over here. All right, so he's going to move forward. He doesn't know where the ball's going, so I can give him that one. It's low, so he chooses to keep the ball in front of him because he can't really be that offensive. And closing over here. Okay, now he backs up. Now if I give him a higher ball, a higher one, you can take that down the middle here. Because he has the offense, so you can change direction on that ball. So higher one, and you can put that ball away, all right? So again, I can mix it up. He's forward. That was too easy. He's making it look easy here. Here we go. There we go. And that's where it's really key, particularly on your backhand. Really try to get that outside leg out. If you step across too early, now you've lost your ability to step through the shot and you lost steps and you end up swinging. Really get that outside leg out. So watch me here, get that left leg out so you can step through. See, one more, Alex. So really emphasize loading that right leg. He's left-handed. There we go. You see how much more ground he's able to cover that way. Then once I've fed to him, maybe we do a rotation of 10 or 20 balls with rests. We can switch with Alex would then feed to me, and we can work together nicely as a doubles team and as practice partners.